What's going on, everyone? It is I, Shoe Beastie, baby. And we have an April Fool's Tower. Happy April Fool's to everybody. So you should be notified as soon as you log into Mortal Kombat. And you can hit square on the PlayStation, or just the one button if that makes sense. And it'll take you right to the Towers of Time, and you will see the platform in the Premier Towers. Now this platform has 4 towers within it, and they are quite deceiving in various different ways. We've got this, I don't know what looking guy. We've got the Crypt looking guy. We had the dinosaur in the first tower, and then Shinnok in the last one. Now I was kind of excited, hoping that I would get to fight at least one of these characters, but that is not the case. So the first one, the dinosaur, is actually Jade. Now, with this tower in particular, she's gonna have that glow effect where you just can't hit her with projectiles pretty much the whole time. You also hear like cats meowing, and what I'm pretty sure is Derek Kurtzik saying "hey" over and over again within the fight. It is kind of funny. But it did say gear bundle as a reward with question marks. So looking forward to what that could be. And what it actually was for me was just augments were the other 2 completion rewards. And then a combat card icon and background. And at the end of the video, we'll look further, like deeper into any unlocks that we get so you can get a closer look at these icons. Now, looking at it on brutal difficulty, it does give you, 2 more options to get brutal or augment, which is good for any one of these premier towers. Usually when they're boss fights like this, doing brutals is a great way to start unlocking some brutalities you don't already have. Now, this character, who I'm pretty sure is that ogreish guy who ushers in those like creatures in the one stage before they go up into like the Colosseum looking area. This guy's name is Frank, and he's got a hair lip, he's bald, he kind of looks like that "Hey You Guys" chunk from the Goonies. But I went ahead and added a whole tower consumable to this. Those actually seem to work as opposed to the single fight consumables. And as you can see, instead of fighting Frank, it has us up against Johnny Cage. But another interesting thing with this is that the AI ends up controlling the character that you've chosen to be, and then you're forced to be Johnny Cage. Now you can just kind of stand there and lose the fight as Johnny Cage because you still want your chosen character to win in order to complete this tower. So you don't want Johnny to win, you want your chosen character to win. So after beating quote-unquote Frank, you can see that we received 2 more augments, which were the other completion rewards, and then another combat card icon and a combat card background. The background's pretty generic, but the icon is Serena, which I think is pretty neat. Though she won't be in the game, it's kind of, I guess, obvious with that little thing. Now, the Crypt Guy. The Crypt Guy is our next one, and I really like the Crypt Guy. I honestly do, and I think he'd be kind of a cool, fighter in the game. And his name is actually Crypt Guy right there. I was hoping they would give him some kind of name, but they didn't. And you'll notice when you select your fighter, it's almost never the name of the fighter you've actually chosen. So as you can see, we're not fighting the Crypt Guy. We are on that crypt-looking stage, but we are actually fighting Erron Black. Now, this you have like pies thrown in your face and stuff like that. I chose to add a healing consumable to this, and it was replaced with that Bo Raicho fart. And if you use any single fight consumables, it will be replaced with Bo Raicho's fart in these first 3 towers. So the whole tower consumables seem to work just fine. But after completing that fight, I got the Harvest Moon hat for Erron Black and a mocap icon for my combat card, which is awesome, and kind of a mocap looking background, little studio thing, which I thought was pretty cool. So for the next one, we have Shinnok, which would also be really cool to fight Shinnok, but unfortunately, it's Scorpion. And not just Scorpion in this. We're actually going to be fighting a lot of people, and the modifiers in this fight are a little bit different as well. You do not actually see the degrade of your opponent's health. You don't see it changing. You just do damage, and nothing's happening to the bar. Only thing that happens to any bar is yours. And if you'll notice, you have to beat like 6 opponents. But the good thing is that you're allowed to have single tower or single fight consumables on this. So you can have healing elements, and you can heal yourself as you're doing this. It's not going to be replaced by Bo Raicho's fart. And then doing attacks near these boxes like generate these question marks, and the question marks kind of pop up on their own anyway. They can do anything from give you super speed, regenerate your health slowly, give you armor. It's just kind of a random bit of whatever in this, and this fight actually did take me a few tries until I decided to go ahead and tack on those single fight consumables. I was just like, you know what, let me try it, let me see if it works. And lo and behold, it did. So make sure you grab some healing consumable. It will really help you out in these fights, and you won't have to grind so hard to kind of get this over and done with. Now, the rewards for this were a little different. They were not combat cards. It was actually skins. Now, I received 2 skins, one for Cabal and one for Kano. Now, this might actually be different than what you will receive. That was the last skin I needed for Cabal. And it kind of makes me wonder if you guys are going to unlock some other stuff too. But the tower platform objective rewards have been completed. We've got 3 new taunts and then 3 new brutalities. Now, I already had one of the taunts unlocked by completing things earlier. But let's look at these combat cards. This combat card is like a big-nosed, friggin' funny face looking Erron Black. We've got the Serena, and we have the mocap looking all classic in all of his glory with the little light orbs on his body. Now, if we look at the backgrounds, I do like the backgrounds. There's that mocap studio, the generic like volcanic, like a different angle from the pit view. And then the Kick Me sign, which looks like straight out of like late 90s, early 2000s, somebody's like, you know, composition book. Now, the mask that I got, or hat that I got for Erron Black, looks pretty cool. And, you know, the rewards might be a little bit different than they were for y'all. Now, I do know that the Cabal skin that I got was a reward for AI, like in the AI battles, like winning an AI battle previously. So I don't know if it was only AI battle like rewards that you get out of that fight. Not sure. The rewards seem to be relatively random. Now, the first brutality that we unlocked is Erron Black's, which is the big boot. All you have to do is last hit, big boot, and then hold away on the D-pad. And next we have Going Nowhere Fast for Jacqui Briggs. You have to do the air ground pound, which is going to be her 3rd variation. And it has to be amplified, and you have to be holding down. So that will destroy the opponent's legs. And then next we have Jade, which is with her slice and dice combo, which could be with any variation. And you just have to hold back as you do that combo. It's relatively easy. Anyway, I'm Shuby. This video's gone on long enough. Y'all take care. Happy April Fool's Day, and I'll see y'all in the next one.